A good pie crust is light and flaky, and it all starts with how you make your dough. First thing we do is add our flour. This is just all-purpose flour, regular granulated sugar and some kosher salt. I'm gonna use my fork here, just kind of like get those ingredients mixed in. I'm gonna add my fats. I have some butter, and the butter adds that nice buttery richness. It is chilled, and then lard. Lard adds an amazing texture to your dough. Basically, lard is rendered pig fat. And this is the fat that people used to use when they raise their own animals. It makes a really nice pie dough. Next thing I'm gonna do is cut in our fat. When I say cutting in fat, we are basically going to break our fat up into small pea-sized pieces. Right now you can see it's super crumbly, and what I wanna do is just kind of squeeze my fat into the flour. There are some specialized tools for cutting in. I personally like to use my hands. A lot of people are gonna come at me in the comments and say, hey, your hands are too warm, you're melting that fat. As long as your ingredients are cold and you work with it quickly, hands are not an issue. If the butter is small and the lard is small, it's not gonna melt out. It's actually gonna give you that puff and that steam between the layers. And that's what we want for a good pie dough. If I try to put this into the dough, what's gonna happen is all the fat's gonna melt out and you'll have like a void or an empty spot in your dough. You can see that the flour and the butter have formed nice kind of granules. And then I'm gonna add my water. I like to use cold water. Cold water is going to make the fat so it doesn't melt. I'm just gonna start to bring it together. Again, with this, you don't wanna add too much water and you don't wanna work it too much. The goal here is to add as little water as possible to bring it together. I think the recipe is about 1/2 cup. And what I usually say to my students, once you start seeing that it's not like dusty flour in the bottom, you're probably pretty close. Part of the reason I like using my hands when I add the water is that I can feel the dough. I can see what the moisture content is. I can say, oh, I feel it, it's gonna stick together. I think I'm okay, I can stop with the water. So I'm gonna dump it on my board. I'm gonna do what I call the bulldozer. I'm just gonna squeeze it this way, squeeze it this way, just squeeze it. Really not working it, push it down, squeeze it together so that it holds together. Right now, my dough is not sticking to the table. If it's sticking, what's the problem? You have too much water. If you want to avoid a tough pie crust, work it as little as possible and don't add any more flour. If we add more flour here, it's definitely going to dry that crust out. It's not gonna be nice and flaky and tender. And if you work this too much, you're gonna form that gluten, and that gluten's gonna make it tough.